It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to the NBA Finals. I'm Ernie Johnson, proud to be with our friend Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith on 2K Sports, and we are getting primed and ready for Game 2. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Detroit Pistons. Looking at the Pistons, an ugly showing for them to start the series as they were beaten handily. Still, it's just one game, and they look to return to form here in Game 2. And coming into Game 2 after dropping Game 1 of the Finals, do you think that they can come back in this series, Shaq, even if they don't even it up with a win tonight?
You know, I think if they lose this game, they can still win the series. However, the odds of them winning the series with a loss tonight, it drops dramatically.
Well, this is a game, Ernie, where they need to send a message. That's it. You know, it's not a must-win, but they definitely need to get the momentum and change that. So you don't have to definitely win, but you have to send that message.
That will do it for us. Kevin Harlan standing by with the call. We will see you later on.
The NBA playoffs continue. Just two teams remain. They are battling their way toward this title. Game 2 of the Finals. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sideline. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Spurs in an interconference battle here at the AT&T Center in San Antonio. They're still compensating for the loss of Hassan Whiteside.
Kevin, when you consider this injury that he has now, I mean, it's pretty clear he's going to miss the rest of the playoffs.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor for Detroit, they've got Livingston. Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with Nowitzki. And it's Matthews. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. 4 on the clock. Here's Matthews. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Matthews has got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Pistons. Curry. Oh, look out, and then you throw him stuff like that. The home line. How does it even go in? He pulls the Houdini.
Oh, goodness.
Livingston kicks to Matthews. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
That is a pretty finish. The defense did all they could there, but he just outwilled them.
Out left of the wing. Up top, Curry. Kicks to Randall. The feed to Martin. This one for 3, and he gets it to go.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
So it's the Pistons now. They come into this one following a really disappointing game on Friday.
And really, given how they performed offensively, guys, they just never had a chance.
Yeah, and you can see their frustration growing and growing as they continue to come up empty on their possessions. By the end, they were just...
Oh, look out, and then you throw up stuff like that. The home line, how does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
Oh, goodness.
It's Matthews on the wing. They set the pick. Nowitzki with the screen on Martin. Matthews into the lane. Nowitzki outside. The Pistons working the ball around now. Matthews dishes to Livingston. Nowitzki gets a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Gobert the pass to Aminu. Feeds it to Livingston. Nowitzki a screen. Gobert with a screen on Curry. And yes, sir, that one drops. Livingston's got his first bucket in this one.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Curry shot is off.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
Here is Livingston, guarded by Curry. And Gobert kicks to Aminu. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
So he gets them both. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Curry, wide open, drains the three-pointer. Curry's got his third bucket of the night. The Pistons have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Stan Van Gundy.
I asked him how he felt about his chances of taking Game 2 on the road, and he told me, I still think we can. Our goal was to come in and take away at least one of these 2 games here, and we can still meet our goal. But this is the NBA Finals. Nothing comes easy. We'll see if they can meet their goals. Guys?
And as always, Doris, thank you.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Stoudemire's checked in for Mason Plumlee. Pistons trail by 5. Here's Livingston. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts. San Antonio's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Curry gets the bucket.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Greg, that's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
Good. Livingston's got 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5.
What range on that shot.
Unbelievable.
That's amazing. Outside Matthews. Gobert dishes to Aminu. He kicks it to Matthews. That's good. 8 points for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. He got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Different look here for Detroit. Powell, he's checked in for Aminu. Green comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Sean Livingston. Ball's knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Number 1, Steph Curry, and of course, Amari Stoudemire.
And whether it's been attacking off the bounce or pulling up, both these guys have been lighting it up.
On defense, San Antonio. They're leading by 8. Gobert, the screen. Outside, Green. To the inside. Gobert, the pass to Dellavedova.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back, and I understand that, but you should send at least one guy after those.
Green against Hibbert. Another one falls for San Antonio.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
And it's Nowitzki missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
From deep. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
Dishes it to Green. Detroit, no good that time either.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
For 3, Covington. Rebound by the Pistons. Outside, Green. The pass to Nowitzki. Shot to stop the run. He lays it in.
Yeah, both teams are scoring well, but there hasn't been much defensive resistance either.
No good on the quick 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team. Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Not sure you can play any better offensively.
Very few bumps in the road so far. It's been an easy ride for them.
And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with Matthews. Then it's Green, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Dellavedova in at the point. Outside, Green. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. San Antonio leading by 14. They get the rebound. Pass to Curry. From deep. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Matthews into the lane. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Outside Curry. Aminu grabs the miss. Pistons trail by 15. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Dellavedova kicks to Aminu. It's stolen by Randall. The dish to Curry. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow. Curry's got 9 points in the quarter. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his points.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Shaun Livingston is checked in for Detroit. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Outside, Green. And it's good. Assisting on the play with Livingston. Green's got his first 2 points.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. San Antonio leading by 16. Here's Curry with the 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 33 points.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
San Antonio's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown.
How about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot.
Unbelievable.
That's amazing. Livingston kicks to Matthews. To the middle, Aminu dishes to Livingston. The Pistons working the ball around now. Matthews left side. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Aminu. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Aminu's got 5. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Curry. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Passes to Aminu. He feeds it to Livingston. Banked in off the glass. Livingston's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Now here's Curry. He's got 39. Green with the rebound. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Gobert with a screen on Curry. Livingston passes to Aminu. Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. Julius Randle, number 1. Amari Stoudemire is second.
Those two have been really aggressive in the paint so far this postseason. They provided the kind of rebounding you need in this atmosphere.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And a different look here for the Pistons. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Bellinelli comes in for Wesley Matthews. Powell, he's checked in for Green. And Ray McCallum subbed in for Sean Livingston. And Aminu kicks to Bellinelli. Misses the 3.
You can't get into much better position for the 3 than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
Allen for 3. Again, Allen missing. Pistons trail by 17. And Bellinelli kicks to McCallum. Detroit, no good that time either. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Nobody near Allen. It's good from long range. Allen's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
San Antonio on defense. Powell kicks to McCallum. He dishes it to Bellinelli. There's the screen to the wing right side. Jacks up a 3. McCallum with the bucket. McCallum's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Now Bellinelli. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. No good on the triple.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Nowitzki a screen. Launches a 3, and he gets it to go. Nowitzki's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Pass to Covington. He's looking for Stoudemire and finds him. The jump hook, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. And San Antonio leads by 18. McCallum. And through the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And the NBA Finals action continues here on 2K Sports. Glad to have, well, for San Antonio. They already have 1 victory under their belt. And now they're looking to go up 2-0. And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after.
Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Finals. More action straight ahead. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
I know we've said this many times before, but What a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Martin is out there with Steph Curry. Then there's Warren. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's Plumlee in at the 5. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Aminu dishes to Gobert. To the middle. 5 on the clock. Livingston, no luck.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And it's Martin missing. Pistons trail by 21. Matthews passes to Livingston. The kick out to Matthews. Gobert with a screen for Matthews. And there's the feed to Gobert. Here's Aminu. The three-pointer off the mark. San Antonio leading by 21. From deep three-point range, Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
They set the pick. Here is Livingston, guarded by Curry. Nowitzki with the screen on Martin, and Matthews kicks to Nowitzki. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Assist from
Nowitzki's got 7 points in the game.
timeout call.
San Antonio calls timeout. Green is checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. 90 seconds now into the second half. Martin kicks to Curry. Back to Martin. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Great open look there.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Outside Matthews. And he bangs it home with one hand.
You have got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all.
Come on. How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I just saw right there,
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And here's the fast break. Randle leading it all the way from 12 feet out. And he nails the jumper. Randle's got 5 points now this quarter.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
And Matthews kicks to Nowitzki. And he uses the glass on the layup. Nowitzki's got 9 points.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
It's Martin on the wing. Back to Curry from deep. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Detroit making a switch here. Dellavedova's checked in. The Pistons have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Gobert, the screen. They set the screen. And the wide open shot from Green. Here's Nowitzki. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. 11 points in the game.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Wow. What can you say?
Outside Matthews. Outside Green. And that one comes up a bit short.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Curry. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Back to Green from the arc. Again, the miss by Green.
And another miss. Woo. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Here's Martin. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so Martin nails both of them. We've got 1:23 left in the third. Here's Dellavedova. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Kicks it to Aminu. Here's Powell. And just miss after miss right now. For San Antonio, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Martin kicks to Covington. There's the three. And that one's good. Covington's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Gobert, the screen. Here's Powell. Softly drops in the floater.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
Yeah, they seem to be disorganized to me, guys. I mean, out of sync, no rhythm, no flow.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much. Whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half-court, you've got to do it as a unit.
Dellavedova dishes to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Martin. Powell, the pass to Gobert. And that one is hammered home.
Certainly that shot well within his range.
I would hope so.
And especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
Feeds it to Hibbert. 2 on the clock. And another basket for San Antonio.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been